Hi gang, this is Mike Garner from MrMikeGarner.com. I'm Mr. GTV, and how are you? Well, this is the end of my road trip. I've been all over the place catching up with old friends, old workmates, and what a wonderful experience. Here I am now, M6 North, with Stafford behind me, and I'll talk to you for a while before I come off onto the M56 for North Wales. It's so important, in my opinion, to make the effort to catch up with friends and family if you feel that you're going to be welcome. And I've been made to feel so welcome. The chap I've just been to see, John Spur, I've not seen for 45 years. If you go to my Michael Garner Facebook page, and it's now August 2022, you'll see that John plays the guitar. His stage name is Rockin' Johnny, and John Spur and I rocked the AA training centre as recruits back in 1977. We turned up for a month's in-house training to the barracks, as it was then, very military, very regimental, to become AA patrols. I was wet behind the ears, 19. John was 20 years older than me. It makes no difference. I'm 65, he's 85, and is as young at heart and fresh-minded as he always has been. Super guy. Not seen him for 45 years, and we started exactly as we left it off. Good mates, singing, talking. I think when you're an AA patrol, you learn how to get on with people, and I've just been running a change workshop 2 weeks ago, and communication is the key. It's the communication in your head, the way you talk to yourself, and the way that you communicate to everybody else, which dictates your health, happiness and success in life and business. Wonderful expression that all your problems talk back. In other words, all the challenges in your life are based on communication, and communication is about your ability to commune and create a union, a communion, a community. We should be a family in the world. We should be talking to each other, not social distancing and separating ourselves or keeping ourselves to ourselves, minding your own business, which is not really a good idea. No, we should communicate and share because we care. And then obviously, because all your problems come from lack of communication, all your success will come from good communication, advanced communication techniques, which is what I'm all about. Hypnosis, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. It's all about language, that voice in your head, the relationship you've got with yourself. So you need to be kind to yourself, positive and constructive. You don't want any destructive criticism. You don't want to beat yourself up for any mistakes or any anxiety or any fears. Just be kind, and then talk in a kind, positive, constructive way to everybody else. Respect them and respect yourself. So I've got massive respect for Steve Dickinson and Steve Burke, Rick Zario, who I met yesterday, and then John Spur, who I met up with this weekend, just left his house this morning, and all the AA lads. I know that if we got together, that we're all like-minded, we're all the same, what I say, vibration. Those lads wouldn't use the word vibration, but they know what I mean. We're all on the same wavelength. We all vibe. So who do you vibe with? Are you making the effort to communicate, to create a community? Maybe online, if you can't get out. Do you have a Facebook family and friends group? Do you have a works group? So important to stick together. Birds of a feather flock together. And to me, the lockdowns created that ability for everybody to become computer savvy. A lot of people started working it from home on laptops, didn't they? You know, home working. Lots of disadvantages and lots of thing came out of that weren't so good, but one thing that came out of it that I will take the positive from is the ability to connect with technology. Technology is the way forward, and it can be misused and abused, and you've definitely got to check your security so you don't get hacked, or you don't give too much away about yourself to people who will take advantage of that. Once you've covered that, just feel free to communicate. I mean, this is the way forward, and in my opinion, when you know the deal, you can then start to get the best out of technology. I use technology to communicate to all you guys, and I want to say to you that if you're listening to this, you're my friend, you're in my family, you're in my inner circle. Even if you heckle me, because you're listening, and it's fine if you don't agree with the things that I preach and teach. Just consolidate around your own beliefs. And friendship is so important, and it can be a lonely world, and you're never alone. I believe that you've got an invisible team. You might not agree, but I believe you've got energies or spirits or vibrations from passed over loved ones around you, that you've got people in other dimensions that are around you, and if you're positive, loving and kind, and you're coming from the heart, all those people around you that you can't see will be good, and you can communicate with them beyond technology. You don't need these vibrational devices like mobile phones, laptops, tablets and PCs. You can use your mind. You are clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. If you don't understand that, then we need a chat. My father, Clifford Garner, died this month 12 years ago in 2010, and I talk to him every day, and I'm not losing the plot, and I'm not repeating conversations that we've had in the past. It's not a memory. There's an update every day. My dad tells me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what he's happy with, what he's not happy with. We continue the dialogue, and with other passed over loved ones and people who I've never met but come through in spirit. Because there's information, which is things in form, like you're listening to me now, in form, in the physical, but then there's in spirit, which is inspirational, and you'll get your inspiration from spiritual vibrational contact that you can't see, you can't hear tangibly, but you get a sense of, and these are your extra senses, these are your superpowers. Surprisingly, although I've worked nuts and bolts, hammers and spanners, very sort of practical, hands-on tradesman I am, I've evolved to the place and space where I'm comfortable talking about this. And what's interesting, as I share my time with other AA patrols and people that I've known in the past, most of these guys are as well, and the wives. Most women are in tune with this anyway, but us guys, we tend to, whoa, that's a bit girly, that's a bit woo-woo, that's a bit left field. Not at all. And it's not superstition, mumbo jumbo. Most people, if they're honest, have had experiences of spirit contact, or whatever words you want to use. They've seen things that they can't explain, they've felt things, they've had intuitions, hunches, prophecies, maybe seen UFOs. And as we evolve as a society and as a world, as things change, and things are changing rapidly at the moment, I think there's more evidence of this coming through. Even the mobile phone that I'm making this presentation on, as you view the road listening to me, and I'm still on the M6 heading north. The camera on this phone will record in very low light. It doesn't need lighting, a flash. It's got a low lux sensitivity, In other words, it's working in the infrared band, and quite often when you sit silently in a room, it can pick up orbs, and people say, oh no, that's just dust particles. No, it's not. Some are. But I'm evidential. I don't believe things. I don't bullshit myself, and I don't bullshit my friends, customers, family or clients. What you see is what you see. And you film in a room at night and you'll see orbs. Those orbs are energies. You can see auras around people. You can see texture and shape and form in thin air, because it's not thin air. It's what's called scientifically a morphogenetic field. It's a blank screen, and we project onto it forces, visible and invisible, things from all sorts of dimensions and times. So this conversation has gone in a direction that I didn't expect it to, because I've got no script for this, but these are the conversations I've been having with my friends, as well as playing the guitar, having some stories from the past and having a few pints. But this is the world we live in. It's an absolute classroom. You can learn loads. It's also a playground. Connect with your past, take the good from it and move forward. Don't forget the people who are on your team, in your family, if you love them and they love you, friends, workmates, schoolmates. This is your history. History is his story, it's your story. Don't disconnect from it. And go chapter to chapter and evolve in a forward, positive direction. I'm going to see John and Steve and Rick again, God willing. But don't have any regrets. If there's people that you want to see, do it now. If there's something you want to say it now. If you want to apologise, or you want to share gratitude and love or a joke, do it now. Don't wait for someone to die to talk about what a smashing person that was. Talk about that person now and tell them you're a smashing person. Live as if this is the first day of your life and the last day of your life. There's only today. Live it to the max. Have a wonderful time. Take your positive memories forward and experience everything with new eyes, with wonder, because we do live in a wonderful world. Just coming past the services now. I used to work this stretch of the M6 as a Manchester AA patrolman. Used to have a transit van and used to do breakdowns and recoveries. It hasn't changed very much. Over to the right is Jodrell Bank, which is a massive radio telescope. Wonderful technology. Massive ditch at Holmes Chapel. I'm just going past Sandbach now. That's worth a visit if you live in the UK. There's more to the eye than we see, and we live in an amazing world, in a magnificent universe, and whether you believe it's a creation or an evolving intelligence, we're part of it. And for the short drop in the ocean that we are in life, in eternity, live it wonderfully, be powerful, enjoy your mind, guys. I'm going to concentrate now on getting safely back to Wales. Have a wonderful day, because I am. God bless you all.